Welcome everyone to the video. We are going to be talking about Etsy tips for promoting your shop. So everyone is creating and making Etsy shops, opening Etsy shops, but I see so many people who are opening shops and only having 3 or 4 items on there. So they're wondering, why are they not getting any business? How can they get business? So I see these questions being brought up on social media all the time, that I have an Etsy shop, I am not getting any sales. Why am I not getting any sales? Well, I can tell you for one that you really must have more than 50 items listed on your Etsy account. It's really crucial to your business. You should treat it like a business, and that you're excited and happy to go to every single day, that you can spend a little time there. You know, you want people to come there, so you need to go where you want people to meet you at, and to be able to see your beautiful products and things that you are making. I see so many awesome products out there online, and it is just a shame that some people don't want to step up to the plate to sell their products, or they're afraid of the technology of trying to go through all of the hoops to get their stuff listed online. And I am Karen Eiton, and I am a creative business coach, and I would love to have the opportunity to help you to get your things online and to be visible. That's what my mission is to help artists and creatives to be able to bring their goods to the online marketplaces, and to be able to be seen on the social media platforms. So this is what I really am charged up to do. I just have a huge love for artists and creatives, and I want to help them as much as I can. And my mother was a longtime creative. She loved to create afghans and lap throws and dolls and things like this. And she had beautiful workmanship. And I lost my mom when I was very young, when I was only 21. I didn't get a whole lot of time with my mom. My mom worked a lot of hours. And but just seeing the smile on her face when she did sell her goods was enough to last me a lifetime. And I want to make sure that other people are able to be able to sell their goods that they make. I know you spend so much time into creating, and it's really hard when you don't spend enough time in promoting yourself as well. And my mother, if she would have had some of the tools that I know today to be able to help her, she probably wouldn't have to have worked a full-time job. And I would have gotten a chance to see her a lot more. And so this is my mission, to be able to help people who love to work from home, who love to see their families, who love to see their kids and things like this, and not have to go out and work and to make a living, that they can do it from the comfort of their own home and to see their family members. So this is important to me, to really step up the pace here on bringing this my talents and skills to my people who would love, to creatives who would love to, open a shop online. So this is the reason why I've always had this inside of me, that I've always had this ambition and excitement about artists and creatives, and to be able to help them sell. And even when I was a little kid, I used to always was involved in art and stuff in school. And they always had to have a contest of whose art could go to the gallery here in town. And I always, sometimes I made it and sometimes I didn't. But why couldn't of everyone's be featured? Why couldn't all of the art of the students be featured? Instead of just one. And that's something that I don't want to leave people out. So that's why I'm here to to hold your hand, to guide you, and to help you to get on the online market space, because it's crucial to you and your business, and to get your goods seen and to be visible. People cannot buy your products if they do not see you, if they do not know what you're doing. So that's why I want to make people aware of what it is, my creatives are doing, and I will, help them all that I can to be able to bring them to the online market space. So today I have for you about 6 different tips that we're going to be talking about of how it can help you and to enhance your shop. So how you can promote your shop, your Etsy account or your Etsy shop. This could also go into maybe another type of, maybe you want to promote your blog more. Some of these may also pertain to that. Or if you have other marketplaces that you also sell off of, maybe you sell off of eBay or Bonanza or Wish or Poshmark or some of these other accounts. Some of this can still apply to what it is you're listing. So number 1 is have great photos and post to social media. So about 85% or so or more is why people buy something is based on your photo. So if you have really great photos, really awesome photos, clear, nice, white, clean backgrounds where it looks professional, and the reason you want clear backgrounds is because it helps for your particular product to pop. So if this has a white background, it can pop more. It can be seen more visually. So this is the reason you want a white background. It makes your product stand out. So you want to do that. And then number 2, you want to start a YouTube channel where you can give informational content about your particular product, or you can do some little demos about your particular product. Maybe you don't want to tell them exactly every single thing that your product is involved with your product, but there are different ways that you can go about in a roundabout way and to talk about your particular product or to demonstrate using your product, and people will love that. You create a story, and people love when you create a little story and you're able to bring that to online, and it helps to promote you. You can put a link in your video to your shop, directly to your shop. So this helps you to gain some momentum on people visiting your shop, liking and featuring your shop. You can also write that at the bottom of your video of the content where it has the link not only to your shop, but it also states in there, when you get to my shop, please will you feature, like my shop, favorite my shop, because you have to kind of tell people what to do, because not everyone will go there and like your shop. They'll go there and look around and view and to see what you have, but not everyone will go there and click like your shop unless you tell them, and then they have that on their mind when they go to your shop. It's like, oh yeah, she said I should feature her, I should favorite her shop. Okay, so I'll favorite her shop. It kind of sticks in their mind on what to do next, and then they're liable, to do that. So we just kind of have to help people along and tell them what we expect from them, tell them what, and ask them nicely what we want from them and what we expect them to do when they get there. So it's kind of like a call to action. So you want to do that and put that in place in your videos. So then number 3 is share your products in your Facebook story. So you'll want to share your product in your Facebook story. So you can go to some sort of, maybe you have Paint on the app Paint on your computer, or even in Word. You can write something in Word. You can create and add a little photo and then make the wording a little bit on the larger side and write in there your link to your Etsy shop. So people can see that on your story. People are always attracted to stories, are really huge right now on your Facebook page. And so put a really nice photo with the link to your Etsy shop to draw some attention to your shop. Have people go there. You can also put a call to action, when they get there, please favorite my shop, and people will love that. They would really love that, and you'll probably be surprised how many new people you will get that will go there and actually do that, and will actually go there and view your shop. So you'll want to think about doing something like that. And then number 4, you want to find bloggers that will feature your products or your shop. So there's many bloggers out there online. They're always posting their content. You can find them on Google. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them all over the place. Reach out to these people. There's tons of them right now on Instagram. I have a lot on my page. If you find me on Instagram, you can, favorite me or whatever, befriend me on there. And there's a lot of bloggers that are on my Facebook page. And you can, just go there and ask them in a private message if they would be interested in featuring you in their next blog. And some of them will. You just have to, see what they have to say. But you want to do it in a really nice, compelling way, and just tell them your story. Tell them, that you're having trouble gaining some traction. And would they please feature you? You could, give them your email if you'd like. You can give them some sort of a way to reach out to you and to be able to get the content from you that you would like them to post. So when you do this, though, make sure that you have the content already written, like on Word Docs or on Google Docs, and the content that you would be able to give to them, to turn over to them, to be able to feature you. So think about this, think a little bit ahead about this, and to be able to do that. So, this is a great way to get the word out, because especially if they're a blogger and they have 3,000 to 5,000 followers, and they have a really large following, and you can get your name out there, and it can help you to drive some traffic to your shop. So this is a wonderful way to boost yourself. So you want to think about that. So then number 5, you can write a really nice email. So a lot of people always ask me, well, how do you get so much done, like writing emails and writing content and all this stuff? Well, a lot of times what I do is I'll make a generic email on Word, a certain audience that I want to maybe connect with or to post my things with. So I'll write a generic email that states maybe something like, this email is, I'll describe it like this email is something for, promoting my podcast, say for instance, or promoting my blog or whatever. And so then I will just write a really nice email that, tells about what it is I want to promote. So if it's my Bonanza shop or Etsy shop, then I will write, about it, and I'll put the link in there, and I'll make it interesting and make it, relevant or whatever, and compelling. Try to tell a story as you're trying to put in the main features as well, And then I can go there and I can tweak it and I can change it if I'd like. So then if I wanted to post it not only and send it to certain people, I can go back in my Word and I can tweak it a little bit and send it to another audience. So it's the same email, but I just I tweak it differently for each audience that I want to share this with. So you can do something like that. And the same thing for your listings on your Etsy. If you're having a hard time listing all your products, you're doing everything from scratch, do the same thing. Go to Word or go to Google Docs, write a basic description, and then you can copy and paste it into your Etsy description, and then you go there and you tweak it for that particular product. So the description and stuff is longer, but you have to tweak it for each particular product. But you're not doing all of that writing each and every time. It saves you so much time to do it this way. So you want to think about doing that, where you can be more productive in listing, okay? And then also this particular tip was about email. So do the same thing for your emails. If you want to email, save some different emails on your Google or on your Word Docs where you can come back and tweak it for a different audience, okay? So you want to think about that. So then number 6 is you can also reach out to people who have podcasts. So podcasts can really help you, especially if you reach out to podcast hosts which are in your particular product maybe field. Say for instance you're into making products for to cook with. Okay, this is an example. So if you're making products to cook with, you could go and start writing different things, different content about your particular product, and you could reach out to people who are podcasting about cooking. Okay, maybe they're sharing recipes every time that they make a podcast. Maybe they're sharing different restaurants or things like that. So reach out to these people that are in your field of your product. And then you can send them a really nice email and make up a generic email so you can send out 10 and 15 and 20 emails to these different podcasters and ask to be featured on their podcast. You would ask to be featured in a nice, kind way. And then also just write a little bit about your story, your history a little bit. Make it interesting, but make it true to who you are, how you've come this far on your journey. And you may need a little push. You may need a little help. You're not gaining enough traction, and you would like to see if they would consider featuring you on their podcast. And this can help you. The same thing goes for artists. If you're an artist, you can reach out to different art galleries and things like that, and to be featured on maybe one of their podcasts. If there's some sort of a podcast that does anything with art, maybe these people could feature you. And the same thing if you're a seamstress, or you sew and your products are more of a softer product. You could reach out to some of these people who are interested in that field and would love to have you and to be featured on their podcast, because a podcaster is also always looking for new and unique stories and ideas and content and to post. And sometimes when podcasters are getting started, they don't always have a whole lot of content to post. So this is one way that if you would reach out, I'm sure a lot of them would go for it, because it's not easy to always find enough content to be able to post on some of these different things. The same thing goes for writing a blog. So these are really nice ways that you could promote yourself and to really, help them out as well. So that's really all that I have for you today. I mean, I think these are some really great tips for you to be able to really push and to get yourself out there and to start driving traffic so you can make sales. And I want everyone to be able to make income and bring in income while they're working from home, and bring in the income that they deserve. But you have to treat it like a business, and you have to work it every single day and put in the time that's involved to treat it like a business. And you would be surprised at what could come your way if you really let people know that you're really into this, you're really working it, and you're trying your best to gain the profits that you need. You can't give up on yourself, and you can't just treat it like a hobby and you go there once every couple months. You have to really treat it like a business, like something that you really want to grow, and you want to be able to learn new ways to, bring in all of this revenue that you so deserve. And I want that for you as well. And I will stand behind you and help you as much as I can. I also offer a 2-month program that walks you through and guides you through the step-by-step program to open an Etsy shop. So if you are listening to me right now and you have a product that you already make and create, either it's art or a soft product or pottery, whatever the case may be, jewelry making, anything that you create products, and you just don't have enough traction, and you would love to be able to be online and to be visible and to be able to sell your goods, I'd love to work with you. I would love to help you. There's just a few more days in this month that I am offering a discount, and I'm offering a special for the month of February. And the price is $369 to go through my 2-month program. And then March 1st, the price will go back up to the regular price. So you're getting a great discount, and you will learn so much about being able to have your products online and to gain the visibility that you need. So that's really all I have. I also have a podcast. If you're already making and selling goods, I would love to feature you in my podcast. It's a really nice podcast. We did our 8th episode this week, and we will be doing our 9th episode next week. And we are looking for people who would like to be featured on this podcast. It's a way for you to share your link, to share your story, and to be able to gain more visibility for your shop. So it's also a nice place to be able to have this platform for all of these different creatives for people to go and to shop from. So they could go to this podcast and they could listen to each podcast. And at the end of each podcast, we have different links there where people can go to different Etsy shops, different websites, and they can actually go to these creative and artists and crafters websites and things, and to be able to buy products and buy goods. So I would encourage you to check out some of the podcasters and to be able to go there and shop. You get some wonderful products, handmade products, and it's just awesome to have a lot of them in one spot. So, and my podcast is called Enrich Your Life Podcast. It is on 6 different platforms, for listening platforms. So it's on, Anchor and Spotify and some of the different Breaker and some of the different stations, and so you're really able to listen from different multiple platforms, and it's just an awesome way to bring everyone together that are creative, that would love to be featured. And I would love to feature you, and it's free right now. It is a free podcast, so you really get your name out there for cheap. Free. You can't get any cheaper than that. And if you would like to be on my podcast, I would love to feature you, and you can email me at talent2profits.com. No, talent2profits60@yahoo.com. Sorry, I goofed a little bit there. So anyway, you can feature me, and I would love to send you the sign-up sheet and the questionnaire. You can fill out all the questions, or you can fill out the questions and write a story about yourself, or you can just skip the questions and write a story about yourself, however you would like me to present you and your shop. So I'm just really excited and fired up about being able to promote and to get my crafters and creatives out there and get them the publicity and the visibility that they need. So again, my name was Karen Eiton, and I will talk to you again soon. So thanks for listening, and you can also subscribe to my channel. I would love to have more people subscribe to my channel. It just kind of gives me that I'm doing well, that I'm putting out content that people like. If you'd like to put a comment, you're welcome to do that too. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.